Let's go. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to everybody. Throwing Hands is back. Another day, another interview. Let's get it.
Let's
Today we
go.
got Bobby Henry, the brother of Bryce Henry, major superstar in Bkfc. Bobby made his debut in Albuquerque, New Mexico on the Donald Sanchez Dave Mondell card. He had a pretty tough debut, man. It ended up going all the way to the fifth round until he scored one of the coldest knockouts that I've seen in a long time. So we got him in the lobby, right, Jay?
Yeah, he's in right now. We're gonna welcome to the show, Bobby Henry B3. Let's go, Bobby Henry III. Welcome to the show, brother.
Let's go.
What's going
Let's
on,
go,
man?
baby.
How are you, Bobby? Good to have you, man.
I'm good, man. Just been at it, man. What's going on with you guys?
Not much, brother. We're just grateful to have you, brother. Thank you for coming on the show.
I appreciate y'all.
By the way, happy belated birthday, brother. When was your birthday? Yesterday?
It was yesterday.
Let's go.
Thank you, man.
23?
Yeah, 23.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Youngin.
Youngin.
Yes,
So,
sir. Yes, sir.
what does a 23-year-old in Miami do for his birthday, brother?
I think I know that answer already, man.
Ah,
Let's go.
I think y'all know that answer already, man.
Yo, the party scene's next level out there, no?
No, for sure. It's crazy out here. Everybody. That's why everybody want to come here. Everybody love Miami. They love Florida, period. But Miami, where it's at, y'all know already.
We're from
yes, sir.
Canada, brothers. So, my brother here, he's been to Miami before. I've never been to Miami. I just see that shit on TV, and I'm like, damn. You
Yeah,
know?
it's a it's it's a lot, man. It's a lot of behind the scenes shit, and there's a lot of shit you see. You feel me on the phone, camera, Instagram, and shit like that. You know that.
Damn. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
No doubt. So, do you follow any Miami sports out there?
Nah, not at all.
No, none of that, eh?
You're just in the combat scene.
Yeah, literally. I mean, I used to play football when I was younger and stuff like that, but
Hmm. So tell me, Bobby, how you feeling, brother? It's been about 2 weeks since that amazing knockout. I still can't get over that knockout. I'm still watching the highlights of that. How you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling good. I just feel like I put on a a notice for the 155-pound division. You know, I I I like all of them individually. I love all the fighters there. The top dogs at 155, 165. Me and my brother train with them. They train with us. Stuff like that. I just ready to take over. That's all.
How has life changed for you? Is there anything that's changed for you since that knockout?
It's normal to me. I've been doing this shit 15 years, so it's no. I've been knocking people out like that. So it's like in the gym, outside the
Yeah.
gym, people will tell you, "Oh yeah, the Henry brothers, man." They'll tell you. It's normal for me. Just my Instagram grew a little bit, stuff like that. Everybody recognizing me a lot more. Just the bare knuckle fighters and the bare knuckle fans and stuff like that. It's the same though. I've been doing this, so it's normal to me.
Okay.
It seems like they're kind of slow at the BKFC at forking out those bonuses.
Yeah.
So I think you need to have one of those coming your way. But I'm guessing you haven't received it yet.
No, no, not yet, not yet.
You got to
Okay.
be getting that, man. That was pretty much highlight of the night, I would say, on that card.
Yeah, they said they're gonna send me a bonus. I did the interview afterwards. They said you're up first. You got the knockout of the night, and I'm like, all right, thank you. You get your
Still,
bonus.
still waiting for that, Feldman. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's
Shout out to
right.
Dave. Shout out to Dave. He built a tremendous sport, and it's the fastest growing sport in combat history, and I'm glad to be a part of it. The Henry brothers glad to be a part of it.
Yes, man. Your
Yeah,
your
man.
brother's a superstar already, too, man. So.
I'll kick his ass though. I'll kick his ass, bro.
Yeah.
Oh
Let's
shit.
go.
I tell him all the time, man. I kick your ass. You beating up everybody, but it's one person you can't beat. That's your little brother.
Do you guys like
But,
spar together and stuff?
I mean, when we was younger, my dad had never let us spar because I hit him with a gut shot and he hit me with a gut shot. Then we're going back and forth at it. But now it's more control. We're a lot older and stuff like that. We know to control ourselves. So now we spar here and there. We do. He keeps me sharp. I keep him sharp. I keep him aware. He keep me aware. Stuff like that.
That's right. Iron sharpens iron, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you guys are definitely exciting prospects. Like Bryce, there's talk about a title shot.
Yeah.
I seen you in there. I was like, holy fuck, he looks just like him in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was like, man, it's a double dose now, twice the excitement. And yeah, the Miami, man, the bare knuckle Miami fighters. There's so many fire ones, like those Hard Rock cards, man. They're
Yeah. Yeah.
fucking top.
Got Gallo. He's one of the type of guys coming out of Miami. HD. Me, and my brother, him. We're all from Broward County. You got Rambo Russo. Tough guy, hard hitter. We got a lot of talent right here in South Florida. Shout out to all fighters from South Florida. We putting on. I feel like we the top guys in the bare knuckle division. Period. I feel like some of the greatest fighters in bare knuckle come from Florida. They come from they stationed in Florida. They don't come from Florida, but they're stationed in Florida.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Facts. I would agree with that for sure.
Facts.
Just going back on the debut for a minute. Was it everything you expected? Like, did you like because you went all the way to the fifth round? What does it feel like to go bare knuckle? That was your debut, bare knuckle all the way to the fifth round, and then you get that crazy KO at the end.
It was everything I expected. I knew my hands were gonna hurt, number one. I already knew that was gonna happen. I knew that it would be a little difficult because, I'm a professional boxer, so we fight with gloves, so it's a lot different. It's a lot smaller target. With gloves, I can hit people, bam, bam, I hit people all day. But with these, the distance, you got to learn to cover distance a little bit more. It's a game of inches in there.
Mm.
One slip up, fuck up, you on your ass, and you see what happened. He slipped up and fucked up. But I wouldn't have fight off of 2 weeks notice, and with the flu, and a 5 year layoff. So
Yeah.
I went there to box, and then I knew the ring rust and everything would catch up to me, and the elevation difference as well. So I know I had to take my time, at least box for the first four, and then take him out in the fifth. I know I was gonna land an uppercut. I tried to land an uppercut either the first, second, or third round. Didn't find it because he was still a little, jittery and stuff like that. But I knew towards the end, the fifth round, I know he would get lazy and I'll find an uppercut, and that's exactly what happened. And yeah, I've been in sport long enough where when you fighting someone, you have to stay on point every second of the fight. I've been around top guys, spar top guys. Me and my brother, we've been around the best. With trainer camp with the best, and they'll tell you when you're at that top level, you gotta always stay on point because all it takes is one fuck up, and he fucked up. And like I said, fighting me, you gotta be on point for 10 minutes, and that fight is 10 minutes. You gotta be perfect for 10 minutes. I gotta be perfect for 10 seconds. That's all I gotta do. I gotta do is be perfect for 10 seconds, and you see what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's definitely one of the coldest uppercuts I've seen in bare knuckle, maybe period. The only other uppercut I can really think of that was that crazy was like Gervonta Davis when he landed it on that one guy and got that
Oh yeah,
cold.
yeah, yeah. He fought forgot his name, man, but
Yeah, I forgot his name. Cruz, maybe? Oh,
Leo the yes, Cruz.
yes, Cruz. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Cold ass uppercut, bro. I couldn't believe it. And like we were
Cruz.
watching that live on a live stream with Come On Now podcast, and I'm
Yeah.
sure seeing the reaction. It was absolutely
Yeah.
insane, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They loved it. It was a
Yeah.
cold knockout. It's a very, very cold knockout. He was out, man. I don't know how he got up, but he found a way. And it wasn't even hard. I just found the shot. I just boop. It was on. I ain't throw it hard at all. I just landed right on the button.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's perfect timing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And first fight of the night. So yeah, that got us going. That got us out of our seat. What was going on that night? Like, it seemed like a lot of fights were falling off the card. What was going on with guys back there?
I have no idea, man. I was backstage. I'm rapping down. I like to arrive on time, so because stuff like that happens. I had to be ready. When I'm warming up and stuff like that. And they say, I see the first fight go out. Not even 5 seconds later, they said, "Bobby Henry, come here." And they say, "You're up." Like, damn, the first fight is done out that fast. He barely walked out the door. And then they're like, I guess that fight got scratched off, whatever the case may be. And then they said, "Yeah, go out there and do what you do." And I had to start off the night with a bang, literally. And we had another beautiful knockout right after me, a few other good fights, stuff like that. But yeah, it was just a whole bunch of bullshit.
Uh,
Stuff that we're not in control of, but it's a part of fighting and stuff like that.
yeah. What because you said you took about a 5-year layoff. We've seen you're undefeated in boxing, 5-0, right? And your last fight in boxing was what, 2021, and then you didn't make your debut in bare knuckle till about 2025.
Yeah.
Uh, what was the nerves like? What was the vibe like before the bare knuckle debut? Were you nervous at all?
Shit, man. Hell yeah, man. I was nervous like a motherfucker, man. I, I don't get nervous before the fight. I get nervous when I walk into that motherfucking ring. So I'm walking to the ring. I'm like, damn, what the fuck am I doing here? Everybody's like, boo. I'm fighting in his hometown. So it's like, they did that shit. They booed me at the weigh-ins. They booed me at the fight. I'm like, boo. I'm looking around like, okay. I get in the ring. Trying to psych myself out. Boom, boom. Because it's my first fight back in forever. Like, this is forever. And I'm just like, damn, like, asking myself, like I said, I took this fight on 2 weeks. Notice, I only trained realistically a week. I got the call in 2 weeks. I trained for like a week. So I'm thinking, like, damn, do I still have it? I'm like, all right. I said, you know what? Fuck this shit. I threw the first punch. I'm like, all right. I know I got him. I ain't worried about it. But yeah, I was nervous. If any fighter say they not nervous, they bullshitting. Because that's a part of being human, stuff like that. You're gonna get nervous. You're gonna get that little sensation in your body when you feel like, damn, like, any fight that say that, but oh yeah, I'm not nervous, man. Get that shit out of here, man. You can go in there and go get your ass whooped. you know you gotta be nervous. You gotta be on point. That's a part of the game, because if you're not nervous, then you're not human. Whatever. But yeah, I was nervous, very nervous. But I thought, boom, 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 I started hitting with a few shots. I was like, all right, I'm Gucci.
Is there any like advice that Bryce gave you before the fight to maybe calm those nerves? How do you really calm those nerves like that?
Before the fight, fuck. What did my brother tell me? Now that I think about it, I don't think he told me shit, man. I think he was just like, man, go in there and do what I do. He just told me, hey, go in there. You see how I fight? I be in there. I come out still pretty, nigga. Just do that. All right. I'm like, I got you. I got you. I got you, Bryce. Everybody's not you, Bryce, but I got you. And then I said, yeah,
You
I
did
still,
that, man. Five
yeah, I came
rounds,
out.
you still looking good 2 weeks later.
Yeah, yeah. I have no cuts, no anything. The only thing that was part of my hand, that's my pinky, but it'll be fine. Hopefully, I can fight on the same card as my brother in September at the
Damn,
Hard.
that'd be
Oh,
huge, man. That'd be huge.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
At
What
a
made
Hard
you?
Rock card.
Sorry, Jay. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
The Hard
Hard
Rock.
Rock, right on.
What made you take that layoff from 2021 to 2025?
Fucked up boxing promoters
Hmm.
sat me down, and then I got off that. I got off that little deal I was on, and then I was training fighters. You feel me? And I was running a business, a photography business. So I was like, maybe it's not my time right now, and I want to give back, to like the fighters who time it is right now. So my brother started fighting, HD started fighting, Ramos. I started training all those guys, and a bunch of other Bkfc fighters. I was training all of them. Then we all in the same camp, same training camp. I used to train. I don't know if y'all ever seen it, but I was in all their corners. I used to train them. Like when HD fought, I was HD training. I was his coach for about like 3 fights. He fought at the Hard Rock. I forgot the dude named Trevor Morris. I was his coach when he fought Kai. I was his coach. when he fought, what's that dude name? I forgot his name, but he fought a Hard Rock again. But I used my brother as well. I used to train my brother all the time. I trained a bunch of Rambo. I trained like a bunch of fighters. So yeah, that was it. That's what caused the layoff. Just a booked up boxing promoter, and I was training fighters and I was running a business. But now I'm back in it now full time. So well, I still have my business. I still run my business stuff like that. But I'm no longer training motherfuckers. It's about me now.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Bobby's time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is.
Yeah. But yeah, you have been busy. I have seen you in Corners HD, and I see on your Instagram you got a lot going on with photography, some acting. You got a lot of good looking women on there, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Did they make
Hey,
it out to the party last night or what?
Best believe there. Miami's the place to be, guys. Miami's the place to be, man. Y'all, man, you gotta come again, man. You gotta come.
Yeah, we
Gotta
gotta
make that
come
trip
up
one
there.
day.
Yeah, facts for sure,
Oh
man.
yeah, I gotta come back to the Hard Rock, man. That was an eye opener just in that alone. Those are stacked events, and I'm definitely trying to make my way back there.
For sure, man. You have to. You have to, man.
So you act too?
But yeah, yeah. I don't act, but like I want to get into acting. I want to be in like Netflix shows and like big time movies and stuff like that.
Damn, I can see it, bro. You're very charismatic for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to really get into that. I want to be a fighter. I'm already a model and stuff like that. But I really want to get into acting. It's just speaking into existence.
Yeah, one thing I see about the Henry brothers, man, you guys know how to market yourself.
Yeah,
You
for
guys
sure.
know what this game's about. It's not just about fighting, man. You got to talk
Yes.
a little bit of shit and market yourself.
You have to, man. You gotta have a little shit talking in there, man. I'm the humble brother though, but I don't talk shit. But like, I talk shit to my brother. I don't talk shit to no other fighter unless they talking shit back to me. And I tell them about themselves. But other than that, hey, I talk shit about Bryce all day because me and him just back and forth all day. But I talk shit to him. He talk shit to me. Oh, I fuck you up. No, I fuck you up. I be like, all right.
It's that brotherly love, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is.
So was Bryce a big part of you getting into bare knuckle? Was that the reason?
Yeah, that was one of the reasons I feel like if if my brother could kick some ass, I know I could kick some ass too. And our coach Ryan, he always says, "Bobby's the brother. Bobby's the better brother." I don't like to compare and contrast my brother. I don't think he's better than me. He don't think I'm better than him. But every time somebody go there, he be like, whenever somebody asks him, "Yo, Bryce, bro, who's better? You or Bobby?" Yo, Bobby. Yeah, Bobby's better. But I don't think I'm better than him. I don't think he's better than me. I don't like to compare and contrast us because I just don't. My dad never liked that. My dad, like I said, my dad never liked us fighting and stuff like that. So he's a great fighter. Actually, I look up to my brother. I tell each interview that I look up to him. I want to fight like him. And then he'd be like, I want to fight like him. He'd be like, damn, what you fight like me for? Nigga, you the great. You like the rising star in the Bkfc. I'm trying to come in because of you. But yeah, he's a big major part of what got me involved. I feel like if he can kick some ass, I know I could kick some ass too. He kick ass. He come here to kick ass and bully people. I come here to hurt people and knock people out. That's the difference between us.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like to hurt people. I want to break ribs, knock people out cold and stuff like that. I don't come here to
Yeah,
be like I'm like boxing wise. I come here to like hurt.
well, we look forward to the next one, man. You definitely want to know, fucking knockout of the night first way as soon as they let you in. So
Yes, sir.
exciting. You haven't tasted defeat yet, even in boxing. So yeah, exciting. Exciting career ahead of you, Bobby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't plan on tasting defeat at all, man. I'm trying to come in this shit the same way I came in, dog. you know, undefeated. I want to come out here unscathed. No scratches, no bruises, no cuts. I don't think Bryce Henry got touched any fight, and I plan on being the same way.
Damn. Is there anybody you would like to fight next? Like any names in mind, or you don't really care?
I don't really care. I tell everybody, never Ryan Perez send me a contract for any fighter. I will sign that line. It could be anybody. Anybody. It could be anybody from 155. Well, I'm gonna take over 155. I'm gonna let my brother take over the 165. Anybody from 155. If I go down to 145, it could be anybody. Realistically anybody. It don't matter who it is.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you how much weight do you cut? Is that like your natural weight, or do you cut a lot of weight?
That no, I don't cut a lot of weight. The fight at 165 is not my weight class at all. I weighed in at 160, and that was me on the full stomach. And
Wow.
yeah, so I was supposed to fight in that weight class. That dude was a lot bigger than me. He's a stronger. I'm like, yeah, it's not my weight class. I just, like I said, 2 weeks notice. I just took the fight because Ryan called me over, whatever. Said fuck it. Let's get it done. I already knew I already knew what I was gonna go in there and do. I know I was gonna beat his ass. You know, I just took it. 155, 145 is my weight class.
So
155, 155 is my weight class. 145, I can make it.
so 155, you're kind of at your natural weight. 145, you're cutting a little bit.
Yeah, I'm cutting a little bit. 145.
Okay. Yeah, man, you'd be a big 145er too, because you're tall.
Yeah, I'm 6'3". Yeah, I'm
Damn.
pretty tall. Yeah,
Got that reach on you.
yeah. Very, very tall, man.
You'd be a problem at 145, bro,
Nah, for
with
sure.
that frame.
For sure. Yeah. Definitely.
How long have you been doing the photography thing? Like, it seems like you got quite the catalog. Only 23 years old. You already seem pretty established. How long
Yeah.
you been doing it for?
For about 3, 4 years. Yeah, about like 3, 4 years. I was grandfathered in by one of the best. So that's why I'm so established because my boy Xavier D'Angelo, shout out to him. We both run this business called Blue Frame Studio. This is our studio, in Lauderdale, and we do a lot of our photography right here at our studio and stuff like that. And yeah, he brought me in. I used to train him, like I said, back then when I was a trainer, I used to train him and stuff like that. He's a photographer, and I was training a few models, and he was like, "Man, you just come to a shoot one day, man, and bring it to a shoot one day, so you can see this beautiful woman." Me, young, 19, I'm like, "Yeah, shit, come on, let me see this beautiful woman then."
Yeah. That's
And
quite that's an opportunity.
So, were you born in Miami?
I was born Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale, it's like 30 minutes from Miami, 20 minutes.
Okay.
That's nice. That's where I stayed when I went out there.
Yeah. Fort Lauderdale's pretty dope as well. It's another Miami. Downtown, it's downtown. It's like a little bit like Miami. Miami's a lot different though. Just a lot of women, a lot of shit to do.
Mm. Now that you're in bare knuckle, is there any like special prep you do to prepare those knuckles? Are you prepping with bare hands and training camp?
I'm still doing the same boxing workout and stuff like that. You may see me hit the mitts if you without no gloves or anything. I wear these little ravel gloves that you put on like a little fucking sock. You know, Not really crazy. I don't hit no fucking walls like these jackasses do. None of that. Yeah, I don't do none of that.
Yeah, we see a lot of that. We see a lot of like the knuckle conditioning. I always see this like wood piece that everybody's like hitting with this cushion.
Yeah, yeah. They hit that too. I don't do none of that shit, man. I know how to hit. Those are for motherfuckers who don't know how to hit. We hit niggas elbows and stuff like that. And people right here on top of their head. And those fighters who don't really know how to punch, who need to condition their hand. Where I know how to throw my shots, as y'all can see. you know. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
So
if you. Go ahead, Jay. Sorry. No. Go ahead.
well, just at being at the Hard Rock, I know you've been in a lot of corners.
Yeah.
McGregor, he's always there. Have you
Yeah.
have you had any convo with him yet? Or
Mhm.
maybe a Forged Irish Stout or something, you know?
Not yet, but he did repost my knockout though.
You
I was
seen
gonna
that?
say he was hyped as fuck reposting that shit, man.
Yeah, he was hype, man. Shout out to Conor McGregor, man. That's who I want to fight though. Fuck that. That's who I want to fight. He need to come to sport. He need to fight me. That's who I want to fight. I want to fight McGregor just because, dog. Because he's one of the greatest. MMA and stuff like that, and he's a top fighter. Period. So I would love to share the ring with him, whether it's training, whether we're fighting, whatever. I would love to try to put that together, y'all. Try to put that out. Try to put that together.
Oh,
Let
it'd be
him
an
know.
honor.
We'll be
Let him
tagging
know.
for sure. We'll be
Yes,
tagging
sir.
him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And send Bobby a box of cigars too. Let's go.
Yep, need that. Give it to my dad. My dad loves cigars.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, man. I seen the repost too, man. And he was just so hyped rewatching that too. It was like, what do you think about him being so involved in bare knuckle now?
It's a big look for the sport. Like I said, he's a very, very big icon in combat sports. Period. So it's a great look for the sport. I got people who are not even interested in fighting at all sending me the video that when he was going crazy, Bobby Henry with the backhand. And I'm like, oh
Oh
shit.
yeah,
I'm like,
beautiful backhand uppercut.
yes, yes, yes. It's very dope, man. He's a very good look for the sport, man.
Did you
He's still.
follow? Did you follow his MMA career at all?
I was watching a few of his fights. I didn't really follow it. I didn't see him knock out fighters. I play UFC, so I play UFC, the UFC game.
Yeah, yeah.
I be kicking ass in that shit. So sometimes he's my go-to fighter in that motherfucker. But I see him fight people like Jose Aldo and Nate Diaz. He kicked his ass, but he kicked his ass too. But yeah, I followed it a little bit, not too much though.
Damn, bro, you're good at UFC, right? I might have to add you up, man. We might have to run it.
You might have to, man. I'm telling you, I'm the truth.
Are you standing bang, or are you trying to wrestle in there?
No, I'm standing bang. No, I hate the MMA fucking rules and shit. We want to grab ass and shit. Hell no, man.
Let's go, man. Yo, I'm gonna add you up for sure. We'll run it.
Say less, say less.
That'd be some good content too.
Yes, 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 for sure. Let's do it, man.
What else you
Yeah,
got?
some of those MMA, like, I gotta stay following it. There's a lot of exciting aspects to it, but fuck, some of those wrestling matches are just snooze fest, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like the standing bang, man. I like to see hands and they got to grapple and nah, man.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
Is there? We know you're a big fan or good friends with, grew up with Howard Davis, right? Is there any fighters you like really enjoy watching in bare knuckle? Obviously Howard Davis, but
Yeah, yeah. I love watching HD. Speed, power, HD has it all. My favorite fighter was Tom Shoaf until my brother whooped his ass. And I told Tom that. I told my brother that.
wow.
After the fight, my brother went up to me. He was like, "Bro, he's crazy. You're my brother's favorite fighter." He's like, "Oh man, where's your brother? Where's your brother?" And I'm like, "Damn." I'm looking at my brother like, "Damn, why you have to whoop his ass like that for? This is my favorite fighter and stuff like that." But number one is Bryce. Number two is HD. Tom Shove. I like Tom Shove. Who else, man? I like fighters with like skill and stuff like that. Got like a little boxing background. Like, I like the boxing and stuff like that. I hate the little MMA grappling
Yeah.
assholes. There's a few other fighters out there. That's around here. I like as well. Taylor Starling.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, those don't play around, man. Those bare knuckle girl fights are fucking. Yeah, Taylor Starling, Bret Hart,
yeah, but
Jessica Borga, the
yep,
Faria.
yeah, yep, yep. There's a few, and what's that? What's that hard hitting Cuban that's around here in Miami?
El Zombo?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he's
pretty
a
dope.
beast.
He's pretty dope. Yeah, he's pretty dope as well.
Yeah, they're starting to call him the Mike Tyson of bare knuckle.
I could see why. If I was heavyweight, I'd kick his ass too. He's basic, man.
He's got a big fight coming up too.
Yeah, yeah, he's fighting Arnold.
Yeah, Arnold Allen.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
he gonna kick his ass though. I ain't gonna lie.
I want to
Arnold,
see. What about El Zombo and Rothwell?
shit. Crazy. I hear Rothwell a lot, but I never see him fight, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, I never seen him fight, and maybe I'm not that in tune in bare knuckle, but I don't be really watching them bare knuckle fights unless they're actually good. Because some of these motherfuckers be trash, man. I like to see skill and stuff like that. But yeah, I never seen Rothwell fight, but yeah,
Did you end up watching the main event of your card, Sanchez versus Mondell fight?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I watched that fight.
What'd you think about that? You think Mondell is skilled in there?
Wendell's a boxer, so I feel like that's why he pulled it off. You know how to box. He's awkward. He's southpaw as well, so
Mhm.
it's very awkward fighting southpaw and stuff like that. He has some skill boxing wise as well. So I think that's why he pulled it off. He's just a better fighter that night.
Yeah, facts.
Yep.
What was there any fighters you looked up to growing up? Like you say you come from the boxing background. Was there any boxers you looked up to?
I don't think I looked up to any boxers. I liked a few. Like all the kids love Floyd Mayweather. You know, Salvador Sanchez. Fighter from Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
He's a throwback fighter. Everybody loves Canelo. Very very skillful. Got a lot of young fighters coming up as well. But yeah, I'll say Floyd, Canelo. No, not really no really old school fighter like Tommy Hearns and shit. I ain't really like they so old school and so like robots and stuff like. I like the new school, slick, stuff like that. So yeah, I'll probably say Floyd and Canelo, realistically.
What do you think about Canelo facing Terrence Crawford next? You think he's got it?
I think he has it. Yeah, I think he has it. I just think it's a skill gap, and there's levels to this shit. So I think Canelo's pedigree, would take over. I didn't see Terrence Crawford hurt too many times. You get hit with a shot like that from Canelo, puts you in your ass. So got to be careful in there. But he's a very, 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 very great fighter as well. And it's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight for sure.
What about Jake Paul? You think he's certified in there?
He has some boxing skill now. You know, he might have some trouble with Chavez though, because that's a big dude, man. Very big dude, and he's not as good as his father, but he got to punch his chance. He definitely got to punch his chance versus somebody who fairly new to the sport. He has some decent skill. Jake Paul, he has some decent skill, but I don't know how many rounds they fight in. Probably like 10 or 8 rounds, I think. But yeah, if Chavez puts some pressure on him from the start, he may win. But Jake Paul, he has some decent skill. No, just normal decent skills. And to us real boxers, we'll say he's a D level fighter.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's like a D level fighter. You get in there with somebody's skill, you start seeing some real skill and stuff like that. You'd be like, oh shit. But yeah, he's D level. He's out. He's all right.
Would you ever get in on one of his cards for a
I
big
would.
check?
I would. My brother fought on his card before. I would.
Mm.
Yeah, my brother fought on his card. He beat some dude. He was a he was a good, very, very good. Matter of fact, my brother took a fight on week notice. He fought on Jake Paul card. Then the next week he fought in Omaha. What's that dude name? Billy Wagner.
Okay.
So one week he fought the dude on Jake Paul card. The next week he fought Billy Wagner.
Damn,
Damn.
man, you guys are cut from a
Gamer.
different cloth, bro.
Yeah, took that fight on very, very short notice as well.
You guys, you and Bryce kick it a lot. You guys still pretty tight.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Shit, once I leave my studio, shit, I'm going back up. Maybe I'm gonna train now, like in an hour or two. Yeah, we always kick it.
Yeah.
That's my brother, dog. We always kick it.
How, how old is
Bro,
Bryce? How many years older is Bryce than you?
Right, so we're 17 months apart.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
So you guys probably been like best friends forever then.
literally, man. We always been tight, man. That's my brother. Always been tight.
damn, man, we got to get him on the show too, bro. You got to put in the word for us, brother.
For sure, for sure. Once I leave here out tonight, I did an interview. I got y'all.
Thank you, bro.
I got you. I got you. I
Oh,
got you, sir.
What else you got, Jay?
so yeah. No, just excited that you came on with us. I seen it was your birthday yesterday. I'm like, you might be feeling a little rough.
No.
If it was my 23rd birthday, I don't know if I would have made the interview, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
No, man, I'm very responsible. I take care of myself. Either I don't party. I don't I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do any of that. So I don't really. I just
Yeah,
be
that's
chilling.
good.
Yeah.
That's
So,
clear your head. I'm
yeah,
there now, but you know, it took me like several years to figure that out.
yeah,
Especially now that I'm old, I can't handle that no more, bro.
yeah. I don't do it. Period. I just train, work. And just live life.
Man, that's got to be some heavy discipline though too, especially living out in Miami with all the distractions there. You know.
For sure, you got just a bunch of distractions, man. You got women. You got y'all know the rest. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot, man.
So yeah, things are happening out there.
For sure. For
So
sure. For sure.
when are you ready to return?
I'm about to say, but after August, towards the end of August.
And you
So yeah,
like same card as Bryce, hopefully.
yeah. Hopefully it's the same card as Bryce. Because the whole South Florida love us, and I feel like we'll bring everybody out. And then I feel like we'll be one of the brothers that's actually good. Because I don't know if they have brothers in the sport. I don't know if I never heard about any brothers in the sport, but we'll probably be the first brother that's actually decent. Because you got some brothers in combat sport, shit, literally. So if they put us on the same card, I feel like it'll be more marketable as well.
Facts.
Sir, yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man. Yeah, the Henry boys are here for sure. We can't
Yes,
wait
sir.
to see both of you guys get busy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are here, man. We're here. Take over. He's gonna get that belt at 165. In the future, I'm gonna get the belt at 155. And then next thing you know, my coach Ryan he already won the belt at 135. You guys know Jared Kid Gotti Grant, Jared Grant.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the belt at 155. Right, take the belt 165. Jomi gonna have a belt at 185. Whatever. I don't know what he fight at. We'll have a bunch of belts, man.
Damn, let's
Team of
Um,
champions, baby.
we're hyped to see it, bro. We're hyped to watch the future for you, both of you guys, and you guys put on a show every time and amazing debut. We don't want to hold you for too long, brother. We just you got any like sponsors, any last words you want to give out?
Shout out to my family. And shout out to Ryan Perez for putting me back in the loop. Shout out to my dad. You know, shout out to my brother. And shout out to everybody, and I to thank God as well. Without him, none of this would be possible. And I appreciate you guys as well for having me as well.
Of course, brother. We appreciate you, man. Grateful as
Amen,
fuck.
brother. Forever grateful for your time, man.
Thank you guys.
And yeah, I'll definitely be hitting you in the DM for that PlayStation
You
username.
guys fighting at 155 or what? Let's go.
Well, if I have any weight class he won't, I'll let him pick the weight class. I'm gonna kick his ass.
Let's
Holy, bro.
go.
Guys trash talking me already, man. Holy, bro.
Of course. He's a fighter, bro. He came to win. Came to win, bro.
Hey man, I'm the best at that game. Trust me, man.
Let's go. I appreciate you, Bobby. Thank you so much for coming on, my brother.
I appreciate you guys.
Take care, buddy. Happy
Thanks.
belated.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Thanks, brother. Throwing hands. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Have a
Okay,
good day.
bro. Take care.
Yes, sir. You as well.